Most people want financial freedom, but it's overwhelming. The paperwork, the market shifts, the risks, and the data overload. So they freeze, and they stay where it's comfortable because that feels safer than entering the competitive, compliance-heavy world of real estate. And if you're feeling confused, overwhelmed, or buried in conflicting advice, you're not alone. Between paperwork, interest rates, and endless headlines, real estate decisions can feel a lot like a maze. And I get it. The pressure to get it right is high because a wrong move can set you back for years. My name is Mark Belanger. I work with Metro City Property Group. We are the largest EXP team in all of Ottawa. I say it all the time, we're the third largest throughout Canada. And I cut through the noise every single month and I give you data and strategies that you actually need. So if you're planning to buy, sell, or invest in the next 6 months, let's say the spring selling season or the spring buying season, you got to start doing your homework, and it starts with videos like this. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's start this month's report with Detached Homes. I like to title this particular section, "Are You Leaving Equity on the Table?" And I'll explain that in just a second. But before we do, let's get into the average pricing. It's now at $709,000 for detached homes in Ottawa, which is up 5.7% year over year. And sales activity is up as well, which is up 3.3%, which is kind of weird considering everything that's going on in the market. And inventory is at 3.6 months, and the days on market is 26 days. And detached homes remain steady, but strategic planning is now key. And for sellers, a key question I like to ask is, do you know how your home's tax assessment value compares to the actual market value? It's a key question I like to get into on a one-on-one call. And for buyers, are you clear on how long this property will serve your lifestyle before you need another upsize or to relocate? And sellers must price competitively and prepare early, while buyers should look for longer days on market and subtle price drops. That's where the value lives in the detached market. All right, so let's move on to the most competitive area within the Ottawa real estate market, which of course is the townhouse market. We've been talking about this for months, so let's take a bit of perspective. The average price for a townhouse is $660,000. The days on market is 22 days, so when you're searching MLS, take a look. If it's hovering around 22 days, you know it's about to go. And inventory is setting at about 3 months. And this is a segment with strong demand and realistic expectations. So a question I like to ask the sellers is, would your home attract a first-time home buyer or an investor? And are you marketing it accordingly? And for buyers, the question I like to ask is, if the perfect unit came up today, are you ready to act, or are you going to miss it waiting for the spring selling season? Townhouses in top school zones and transit-rich areas are moving fast. And with fewer bidding wars, this segment is all about timing and preparation. And last but not least, the condo segment of the Ottawa market. And I say this all the time, this is where opportunity is hiding in plain sight. The average condo price in Ottawa is $440,000, and the days on market is 30 days, so that's creeping up. Inventory is at 4.5 months. This is the most buyer-friendly segment in the Ottawa market today. And again, for sellers, the question I got to ask is, have you reviewed competing listings in your specific building to see how your pricing and your presentations compare? And for buyers, have you read the building's reserve fund study and the bylaws, and do they align with your financial and lifestyle goals? With high inventory and low urgency, both sides need to do their homework. Sellers must differentiate, and buyers must dig deeper than the photos. Okay, so let's step back a little bit. We have 6 months until the spring selling season in 2026. So now is your planning window. So across Canada, let's just look at the higher level macro. Unemployment is at roughly 7.1%. And the Bank of Canada just cut rates again to now it's at 2.25%. While the headlines are uncertain, Ottawa remains pretty steady. We have public sector jobs, we have strong immigration, and balanced demand keeps us pretty stable. And I say this month over month. Compared to a lot of cities, we're lucky to be living in Ottawa in this particular climate. And I always ask, what would need to happen over the next 6 months for you to feel confident moving forward? So think about that. That question builds clarity, and it's a starting point for a smart strategy. All right, so let's summarize with a bit of an action plan for each of the segments. If you are a detached seller, you got to plan your pricing, you got to prep, and your timing now. And as I said, let's talk about your property assessment value. That's a key strategy that not a lot of people are using. If you're a detached buyer, you got to target stale listings and you got to use the days on market as leverage. And for townhouse sellers, you got to market for lifestyle, school zones, and low upkeep. And for townhouse buyers, you got to be ready to move when the right fit hits. And in the condo market, well, condo sellers, you got to audit the competition and you got to lead with value. And for condo buyers, you know who you are. You got to negotiate hard and you got to inspect every document. Now, whether your goal is to move in the next 3 months or the next 6 months, the time to prepare is now. The spring selling season for 2026 is in about 6 months or so. So start prepping now. Let's start having some very basic conversations to start building a little bit of a strategy. So you have some basic information for the specific sectors of the market today, and I'll leave my contact details below. This is just the starting point. We're just starting to scratch the surface. Give me a call. Let's take about a half an hour. We'll walk through your mindset, your financial readiness, and your market fit. Because the market won't wait for perfect timing. But if you prepare today, you can move confidently into an overwhelming market when the time is right. Start now so you can cut through the noise, you can prepare strategically, and step forward with clarity into a complex and competitive market. Again, my name is Mark Belanger. I work with the Metro City Property Group. We are the largest EXP sales team in Ottawa. I'm confident we can help you prepare for whether you're buying or you're selling today or in the spring selling season. So again, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. I hope this information was helpful in some small way. I look forward to putting these videos together every single month. Give me a shout. I'd be happy to be part of your team. Stay smart, stay invested. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, whether you're planning a move or you're looking for the right investment here in Ottawa, I'm here to help you make a smart, confident real estate decision. And I work by referral, so my business depends on how well I serve you. And think about it, if you're not thrilled with the experience, you simply wouldn't recommend me. And that's why I go above and beyond to deliver the results that exceed expectations. So if that sounds like the kind of relationship you're looking for, give me a call. You've got my contact details. Let's schedule a quick call. No pressure, no obligations whatsoever. Let's talk about your next chapter, and I hope I can help, and we'll see you on the next one.